He's breathing. He's alive. Hurry, we have to get him to help. He's been bitten by a snake. Will he survive? No one has ever survived its venom, but he sacrificed his own arm for his life. It was early on a chilly morning at the logging camp. All the men were busy at work when news arrived of an unexpected visitor on the site. Hey, there's a beautiful woman here looking for one of you. What? Where? Who? Dropping their chainsaws and axes, the men all rushed to this beautiful woman's assistance. How can we help you? I'm searching for Wayne Harris. What? Wayne? She's here for Wayne? Darn, she's here for Wayne. Wayne, there's a woman here who wants to meet you. Meet me? Wayne turned around to spot the woman standing by the warehouse, anxiously looking around. Grabbing his shirt, he went to see what the matter was. Wayne Harris, why have you been looking for me? The young woman was a bit startled by his deep, coarse voice, but gathering her composure, she said, "Hello, I'm Serena Jones. I really need your help. Could we please talk? Come with me." So, what can I possibly do for you? My sister, Katrina, has been missing for months. She's a botanist. She had traveled to Brazil for her research project and never returned. I tried contacting her, and when I couldn't get news, I eventually went there myself in her search. I was able to track down where she was lodging, in a small town named Carriero. But as I spoke to the locals there, I got to know she had gone into a region of the Amazon forest for her research. A region where the indigenous folk don't even go. I couldn't find anyone to take me there, but I met a man in Brazil who claimed to know my sister. He didn't have an arm. But when I asked him about her, he seemed frightened by something. He wouldn't tell me what happened with her, nor what happened with him. So I asked him to at least tell me if Katrina was alive. And he told me she is. I have a feeling something bad has happened with her. There's something that man is hiding. My sister needs my help. But after going there, I realized this isn't something I can do on my own. So I was searching for someone who can help me find her, and I came to know about you. I hear you can find people just by their scent. I was hoping you would assist me. All right, I'll help you. When Wayne had agreed, the very next morning, Serena arranged for their trip to Brazil from Alaska, and they took a flight to Manaus, where they booked into a motel. The man I spoke with lives here. His name is Matteo Rossi. He owns an orchard in Manaus. Can we meet him today? I can take you there, but I'm not sure if he would want to meet us. Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. That evening, Serena and Wayne went to the Rossi orchard. The land stretched over acres of land, and to one side, a small barn house stood. Meeting one of the workers, Serena and Wayne were escorted inside to Matteo. However, upon seeing them, Matteo wasn't too pleased. Mr. Rossi, this is Wayne Harris. We've come all the way from America just to speak with you. I have already told you enough. What more do you want from me? Wayne interrupted and asked, "Tell us what happened with you." The question immediately upset Matteo, and he got up pointing at his door. "If this is why you have come, leave from my house." Serena nervously requested him, "Mr. Rossi, please try to understand. My sister. There is nothing more I can tell you. Please, Mr. Rossi, only you can help us. You were the last person to see my sister. I haven't seen her in months. Please tell me where she is." Seeing Serena break down, Matteo fell quiet, but he didn't answer her. But it was then that Wayne asked him, "Do you have snakes here?" Almost instantly, a look of fright fell upon Matteo's face, and he looked around. No, there can't be. You've kept carbolic acid here. The smell of snake repellent is very strong. You've been trying to keep snakes out, but have you realized your own body is giving off the scent of snakes? Matteo looked at Wayne surprised. How could you sense that? There is more to me than you can see with your eyes. You're not normal like others, are you? Tell me what happened with you. Matteo sat down with a sigh, looking at his arm. It happened a few months ago. I had traveled into the Amazon by Carriero to scavenge wild truffles for my business. But after searching a great portion of the forest with a native guide, I still wasn't able to find much. I realized there was a region towards the north that I hadn't gone. But when I asked the guide, he told me no one visited that region, as it was infested with snakes. I couldn't find anyone to take me there, so I decided to go myself. It was there I met Sophia. She told me her family was indigenous to the area, but she no longer lived there. She had only come as part of a research project with her partner Katrina. When I met Katrina, she told me she was searching for an ancient medicinal herb, and Sophia was helping her navigate the area. As I spoke with Sophia, she mentioned to me that there was an old temple in the northern region where many truffles grew. So I accompanied the two women and we eventually reached the temple. But it was there that I understood it had all been a trap. Sophia was no human being. She was something else. Half snake, half woman. And there were others like her. And snakes. So many snakes. I was afraid. I didn't know what to do. But it was then that I saw. Matteo shuddered in fear as he remembered that day. Even if I wanted, I can't tell you what I saw. I lost my arm to the snakes. I didn't have an option but to flee from there. I kept running until I reached the waterfall and jumped. but I wouldn't have survived if it weren't for some indigenous folk who found me. Listening to Matteo, Serena was distraught. And Katrina? Where's Katrina? What happened with her? I know she's alive. Sophia had brought Katrina there for a purpose. They had bigger plans for her, a greater use for her. Wayne took out a map and placed it on the table. Can you mark the location of the temple? Yes. It was here, but it's not safe. After getting the coordinates of the temple, Wayne and Serena returned to the motel to plan their next step. I don't think it will be safe for you to go there. No, it's my sister. I have to go. Then we have to take our precautions. That night, Wayne and Serena arranged some supplies and rented a jeep. And early the next morning, they headed out. Reaching Carriero, they were able to get directions into the forest. However, they could only travel so far by car, and eventually had to travel by foot. I think it's this way. No, it's this way. After scavenging through the forest in the humid weather for hours after hours, moments before sunset, Serena and Wayne spotted the temple. But it was completely deserted. Not a sound, not a stir. There are no snakes here. Sight can be deceiving. I can smell them. Wayne turned to Serena. Do you have anything that belongs to your sister? Yes. Serena immediately took out a small pendant from her bag and handed it to him. She used to wear this. Wayne brought the pendant to his nose and took in a deep breath, before he immediately turned to one of the entrances of the temple and stepped inside. Serena anxiously followed after, carefully watching her step as she scanned the ruins. There were scratches etched onto the wall. Something seemed to be written there, but Serena could not deduce its meaning. As they continued deeper into the temple, it became hard to see, but through the cracks in the ceiling, the last rays of sunset seeped through, barely giving them some light. Suddenly, Wayne stood in front of a wall. It was a dead end. Serena nervously looked around. Let's go back. Maybe there's another passage somewhere. No, it's here. Wayne brushed his hand along the wall, stopping at a stone that was embedded in one of the bricks. Serena was startled when he pushed it in, and at once, a secret passage revealed itself. It was extremely dark inside, but following Wayne, Serena entered after him. A flight of stairs spiraled deeper underground, until Wayne placed his foot on what seemed like cold, moist dirt. He took out his lighter and lit it. It seemed empty, but Wayne kept walking as he smelled the air. The smell is getting stronger. Wayne continued forward, and just where he suspected, he held up the light to see a woman on the ground. As the light hit her face, she immediately woke up. Serena peered from behind him and froze, seeing her. Serena? Katrina, You're here! I've been looking for you everywhere. What are you doing here? Why didn't you return all these days? Serena said as she tried to approach her. But Katrina moved back. Stop, Serena. Don't come near me. Looking into Katrina's eyes, Wayne lowered his lighter as the chamber lit up, revealing something they never expected. I am not what I used to be. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.